Hello, I'm Bill Heran, the author of The Missing Piece, and today is May 25th. The topic of today is what drives you? And our quote is in the early stages of awakening, what drives the world no longer drives them. Eckhart Tolle. I remember an experience many years ago when I was volunteering at a soup kitchen in Washington, D.C. I was struck by the elderly woman volunteer who was directing traffic, exhibiting a strict tone to keep the flow of dozens of people passing through, and the unusual and compassionate attention she paid to the neediest among the guests. She would sit next to them with a dish towel around her neck, with the focus of a devoted mother or grandmother. She ignored their attire, their attitude, their loosely associated communication, and she was leaning in with people whose society has alienated, the people you cross to avoid them when you see them on the pavement. This elderly woman was certainly living in a countercultural manner, opting to pay attention and serve the poorest among us. I often wondered what was driving her to do this? What was driving her? A woman who, by the way, appeared to be well educated and took care of herself with freshly manicured nails and hair done at a beauty shop. Was it religious zeal, a strong need to help others who were most in need? I never knew. I never knew. I asked myself on a somewhat regular basis, what drives me to do the work I do? What are the healthy and not so healthy motivations to be sufficiently narcissistic enough to think that I can help other people with emotional and substance use disorders? Is what drives me a vision similar to the woman in the soup kitchen? I guess I can still aspire to that impressive form of service. My restless mind wants me to always question my motives while defining it as an issue or a problem. Ultimately, I've come to understand it's okay to have mixed emotions, motivations. I learned not to beat myself up about falling short sometimes. I never asked the woman who was driving what was driving her to do the work she was doing. I imagined she would not give much attention to my questioning since there were other people in the room with real problems to attend to. I fantasized that she was driven by some spiritual space inside of her, driven without fear or worry. I continue to remember this woman, and I hope I can have a portion of her fervor and passion. This is so much, there is so much in the world that promotes self centered interests while avoiding the needs of others. So today, let's imagine creating an awareness and a commitment to giving preferential attention to people really in need. Thank you for joining me today with this reading from The Missing Piece, and I look forward to you joining me in future readings. Thank you and have a good day.